Say goodbye. HBO has digitally removed the coffee cup from all future viewings of that episode.
I mean, believable. It's kind of like how George Lucas changed out Star Wars with like Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
But that kind of pissed me off. This I can kind of understand. If this is your big...
You know what? But at the same time, it's already been called out.
Exactly. Just let it happen.
It's already there. We already know what happened. Everyone has seen it. Just
I'm
believe it.
saying if you wrote let's say you wrote the Heather Park story,
Yes.
his autobiography,
And somebody finds a spelling mistake or a typo.
yeah, you'd go back and change it for future printings, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
This is so iconic. You'd almost write about
Yeah,
it.
who's reading the Heather Park book?
Hello?
No one.
I mean, Brad Osmus after you shredded him earlier.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Yikes. Oops. Okay. So Disney just announced that 3 more Star Wars films are in the works. So, yeah, I know. That's exactly what I said. But after this final chapter in the latest trilogy,
The Force wakes up
it will be released in December. So the 3 new films will hit theaters every year starting in 2022.
Yeah. Okay.
What are the names of them?
Well, I don't have the names of them,
The Empire Strikes Back a third time.
but isn't this enough?
Yes.
Enough is enough.
The answer to the question is yes, but then you'd say, you know, much like Gordon Gekko, how many boats can you water ski behind? It's like there's more out there. Why not? There's more money to be had. People are going to buy it.
I guess so. And
I'm a big Star Wars person. I could care less. I haven't seen anything since The Force Awakens. I just don't care.
Couldn't care less. Oh, you got to see The Last Jedi, dude.
Whatever. I don't care when Luke dies. I don't care anymore. They watered it down. They hoarded it out. This is exactly. I don't.
What?
Does he? I don't care. I really don't. I mean, we all die. You know, it's kind of like it's been going on for a long time now. You know, it's just why George Lucas never sold at the beginning. Okay, he was just he didn't want it to get hoard out, and finally he said, you know what, I can make $600 billion. Why not?
Why not
And
make
he gave it to the
700?
biggest horror in the world, Disney.
Wow. Do you think in our lifetime they'll remake Star Wars, The New Hope?
Yeah, they will.
I mean, they remade Ocean's 11. They remade, there's a lot of movies where it's remade. That'd be weird.
They'll make sure you get the gay character in there too.
Well, they already do. C-3PO. Hello, wake up.
now, Disney also announced that it is pushing back the release of the next Avatar movies as well.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so it's the next Avatar, Avatar 2, has been delayed by a year, so it will be released in 2021. And then there's also Avatar 3, Avatar 4, and Avatar 5 coming as well. They've all been pushed back.
Is there a big
Yes.
demand for Avatars 2, 3, 4, and 5?
That's why I'm looking
No,
at the
apparently not, which is why they keep getting pushed back.
all the box office numbers. I was stunned that Avatar was that. I mean,
Number one. It's still number one.
I know.
The Endgame might pass it. I predict, and this is probably, seeing as the movie hasn't been made yet, kind of a weird prediction, Avatar 2 will be a box office bomb.
Probably.
It depends on globally. It might do well versus domestically.
I never saw it.
I never saw it.
I never saw it.
I don't want to see it.
But it was just like so mediocre, I guess.
Let's make some good quality movies
It
with
was
some
good at
story.
the time. I think it was all about the digital quality of it and the colors and the set design. I mean, it wasn't a...
Gonna remake movies.
I
love Goodfellas,
It's good.
Casino, Heat. Remake them.
No, just come up with some new concepts.
Not add, but if you're gonna reboot, reboot good.
This is 2? And they're all in jail.
No, I said redo the first one. Like,
No, don't redo it. It's great the way it is. It's great the way it
Yeah,
is.
do those then crappy movies.
I would give I give anything for a great original movie to be made again. Like the Forrest Gumps or the Pulp Fictions or the Shawshanks, that realm of things, or Goodwill Hunting or something like that. Something along those lines. It's just that we don't get that anymore. Give me a movie like that.
Well, remember we talked about, I remember the box office for 2018, like for the summer box office, like of the top 20 movies, like at least 15 of them were either sequels or remakes or reboots of some kind.
Guess why people aren't going?
They are going. Have you seen the box office?
Just Avengers, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people keep making those types of movies. People went and saw Shazam, All right, 6:32. Heather?
Toy Story 4 will be.
Gov is as anti-Disney as you are anti-Oscar.
Disney's pathetic,
This is a Twitter poll. Who's more mad, Heather at Brad Osmus or Gov at Disney?
juicy, smashed till it's crispy around the edges, covered in gooey cheese, and stacked to the ceiling with deliciousness. Follow your instincts to Buffalo Wild Wings for the new All-American Cheeseburger.
Attention new car buyers. Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has teamed up with the factory for 1 week to deal. Now until Thursday, May 9th at 9 p.m., we're making our entire inventory of over 2,000 vehicles available at very serious discounts, especially our great selection of Jeep SUVs during the Jeep Celebration event. Very special lease deals on our Grand Cherokees, the all-new Compass, Cherokees, and Wranglers, plus incredible savings on our selection of award-winning Ram 1500 pickups. Parkway is dealing on all high-performance Chargers and Challengers, and Parkway offers more trade-in cash, $2,000 more. The appraised value plus an extra $2,000 in Parkway's early out program gets you out of any lease with a $3,000 or less payoff. No problem. We will buy your vehicle even if we don't sell you a new one. See George and we'll buy it for cash. This year's May kickoff sale ends Thursday at 9 p.m. only at Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Hall Road in Clinton Township, where you just show up, sign up, and ride. From Saturday 10 to 3, see deal for details at ParkwayCPJ.com 24/7.
Every wireless carrier says they offer unlimited data for less, but their admin fees, line access fees, and extra taxes can really add up. With Spectrum Mobile, what you see is what you get. No added fees or taxes. Get our unlimited data plan with free nationwide talk and text for $45 per line per month. $45 per line. Save up to 40% when you switch today. Go to SpectrumMobile.com or find a store near you. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited data plans as of 12/27/18. Spectrum Internet required. Restrictions apply.
As soon as we're back out in our yard, we get company. Dandelions, lurking crabgrass, and wheat-thin grass. But Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action takes care of them all. Now, with one bag, you can kill weeds, prevent crabgrass for up to 4 months, and feed for greener grass. Triple Action, so your lawn thrives, guaranteed. Only from Scott's. Weeds aren't welcome here. This is a Scott's yard. Pick up a bag of Scott's Triple Action today.
If you're like me, you take walking seriously. So you wear Go Walks from Skechers. They're the only walking shoes I know that have the 5 Ables. What does that mean? You want walking shoes that are comfortable, breathable, washable, adorable, and affordable. That's the 5 Ables, and Skechers Go Walks have it all. They've got air-cooled Gogomat insoles for lasting comfort. They're made with washable, breathable materials. They're adorable, and they're wonderfully affordable. They're very able shoes. Get Skechers Go Walks at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Your daughter's a genius, and with all those smarts comes a lot of travel. So you're at Hampton by Hilton for a science fair in Springfield. Last month she was a mathlete in Martindale. Next she'll be a robot whiz in Riverside. She fuels up on free Hampton waffles. You fuel up on coffee. With 6 hours of applied biology ahead of you, you need all your synapses firing. Proud parent of a prodigy? That's why we're here with free hot breakfast and more than 2,400 locations. Book at Hampton.com for a price match guarantee. Hampton by Hilton. Terms and conditions apply.
At Robert Half, we know finding the right employees is a job in itself, and it's a job we love. You see, Robert Half isn't just a staffing firm. We're people. People who believe in finding the right people to fit your company's needs. Because employees who are a good fit are more productive, more engaged. Finding a great candidate isn't easy, but at Robert Half, we know it's possible. Robert Half, the experts in accounting, finance, IT, legal, marketing, and administrative staffing. Learn more at roberthalf.com/radio. This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Picaro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbthealth.com.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. Brought to you by the LaFontaine Automotive Group, the family deal. This is Thomas. Thomas, shoot!
Name that horn. 248-539. No, don't name that horn. That's St. Louis. Blues, the note. They beat the Dallas Stars last night 2-1 in double overtime. Patrick Maroon with the game winner, 5:50 in the second OT. The audio courtesy of NBC Sports Network.
He is a St. Louis native, Pat Maroon, and he beat Ben Bishop, who's also from St. Louis. They kept showing his family in their own suite in the arena where Dallas started. Bishop was incredible, but St. Louis dominated the game. I mean, at one point, I think the shots on goal was like 35-6. It was nuts.
third Game 7 this playoff season to go to overtime. That's the first time that's ever happened in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs, which...
Chance to have it go 4 games tonight.
Yes, tonight. Game 7 tonight. All right, we're talking about the Mike Fiers no-hitter before Heather's News. Peter Gammons, the baseball legend, tweeted this out. Mike Fiers has 2 career no-hitters and an ERA of 4.11. So I was like, that's preposterous. He has to be the worst of the double no-hit crew. In 1952, Virgil Trucks was 5-19 for the Tigers, who that year went 50-154.
Wow. They have 2 no-hitters in that season?
Hold on a second. That can't be right. They did not play
204 games. You mean 50 and 104? There was 154 back then.
Oh, I'm reading Peter Gammons' tweet, and so he wrote 50-154. Then 50-104. He threw 2 no-hitters and a 1-hitter for 3 of his 5 wins.
Wow.
He was 5-19, and 3 of his wins, 2 were no-hitters, 1 was a 1-hitter. The next season, he won 20 games and was 5th in AL MVP voting. So maybe that means good things for Mike Fiers next year. Yeah, somebody underneath this tweet goes, they played 204 games. I realized as I read that was probably wrong. All right, Stoney, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Detroit sports right now, it's not all that great.
Really?
Yeah, there's some struggles going on in these parts, but there's hope. Right? There's hope.
There's always hope.
There's always hope. And we're going to play a version of which prospect you're most excited about. But it's going to be a money version, if you will. It's going to be like a little game we're going to play here. And we invite you to participate in the game. 248-539-9797.
Prospect, Casey Mize.
And for the sake of this little game, I will be the head of the Jamie and Stoney Stock Exchange.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of set the prices, so to speak.
Okay.
If you could buy stock in one athlete currently on a Detroit roster,
Okay.
so it can't be Casey Mize,
All right.
who would it be and why? And I will put it out there that the price on Dylan Larkin has gone up.
Yes, it has.
It's already gone up the last couple of years, so that may not be that great of a buy. Now, of course, if you could sell, you'd be selling Miggy, you'd be selling Zimmerman, because those
You have to
stocks,
find a buyer for Zimmerman.
that'd be difficult to do.
Yeah.
That'd be difficult to do. Or you could just sell and take the loss and write it off on your taxes. But we're not going to go down all those forms.
Those are junks, though.
Yeah, those are junk bonds, junk
Like
stocks.
Cumulus or something.
248-539. You're home for Lions football. 248-539-9797. If you could buy stock in a current athlete, somebody who you think is going to be a big riser and maybe is undervalued right now, who is it and why?
My number one is 21-year-old. Made his debut this past season. He was a -10, but he did score 5 goals, and at least to me, looks like he will be a top 4, if not top 2 defenseman on this team for a long time. Philip Hronik.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that optimistic?
Yes.
Okay. He was on the roster. He is a young player.
And I looked at him because people probably have the same opinion as you, and since you're running the stock exchange, that makes my buy look really good, because I can tell by the tone of your voice, his value would probably be pretty low in your book.
Yeah. No, you were able to get him for $3.96 a share.
On MX.
And there's a lot of people who view him as a $10 stock, kind of like,
Yeah.
or they always used to say about Ford. Like, Ford's a $40 stock. I'm not sure why it's at $12, okay? Mine's Stoney, and this is from doing deep research, because, I'm one of these, I like to play the stock market. I'm a day trader. Deshaun Hand.
Good one.
Deshaun Hand, who had an outstanding rookie year. Outstanding, but not with the big gaudy stats. So I did a lot of, I looked at a lot of prospects. You get in the mail, sometimes you get like the prospectus.
Yes.
And you promptly put it in your recycling bin.
Mm-hmm.
I read those.
Yeah, well, if you read the one by, I think it's called Pro Football Focus.
That was one of the ones I read.
Okay, but I think his value might be a little higher than you would think.
No, it's not, because Everett's talking about Ashawn Robinson. They're talking about Trey Flowers. They're talking about Darius Slay, T.J. Hockenstock.
But Deshaun Hand, I think, was like the second highest.
Yes, he was.
Rookie.
I'm just saying, I think most people don't realize that.
I think there's some insider trading going on. Yeah, I think you're purposely devaluing him so you can get a good profit.
Oh, so you think his price is actually already high?
Yeah, higher than the way you want to sell it or buy it.
Well, as we take off the little stock hat for a second,
Yeah.
I think Deshaun Hand is vastly underappreciated by Detroit fans. Like if we were to do a topic right now, best young players in Detroit, it would all be Larkin, whatever. I don't think people talk as much
I think
about the Hand.
Deshaun Hand could be Bob Quinn's best draft choice.
The only thing with him, he could get lost in the shuffle, like some Patriot way players have in the past. You got so many moving parts that I haven't seen enough yet.
Okay. Have you seen enough from Philip Ronick?
No.
Okay, but see, a lot of times, like when I bought Apple stock when Steve Jobs first formed the company, I was like 11.
You wouldn't
yeah. But I mean, sometimes you have to see Apple for what it is before Apple becomes Apple.
Exactly, and you guys are going for home runs versus I just want to double my stock.
Okay.
That's Tyler Bertuzzi. He is, I think, the next most important player right now with the Red Wings on the team. So you can't count Zadina, right?
Right, he's not on the roster.
He did play for whatever.
Yeah, but he's not on the roster. Bertuzzi's a good pick. I was thinking about him, but I think because he scored over 20 goals this year, I think his value is pretty damn high.
I know his value is a little bit too high.
No. Double A gets more play. That's the sex appeal one. Where you have the consistent stock here who will double over time. The gritty Canadian forward that this organization has needed so much. The bloodline. I think the DNA is there for him to be a very consistent double up.
Yeah, but everybody's agreeing that he's a good young player. This isn't the argument.
I think you're buying Bertuzzi at about $20 a share, and he could go up to about $25 a share. I'm buying Deshaun Hand at pennies on the dollar, and he's going to be like Amazon.
I think there's a chance that
he might actually split.
I think there's a chance we might not know who Deshaun Hand is in 5 years. Versus Tyler Bertuzzi will be part of something great building here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, hey,
How dare you?
and why not? The obvious, I think Hawkinson.
Hawkinson, TJ Hawkinson. You can't get a good price on a first round draft pick. Sorry.
No, there's half the town doesn't like the pick.
Okay, so you're buying TJ Hawkinson stock?
Again, the double up, just the double. I'm not going for home runs.
How about TJ Hawkins stock?
Yeah,
Okay.
Double's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Go for double.
All right, 248-539-9797. You're buying stock in one young player. Who's it going to be and why? We'll take your calls and texts coming up next on 97.1 The Ticket. I don't believe Dr. Letterman and Dr. Kordowitz bought stock in stem cells, but they realized the value before a lot of other doctors did. Dr. Letterman, let me rephrase that. If you are living in pain and want to live a painless life, you got to call LK Orthopedics today, 248-669-2000. Surgery can be a disaster. It really can. The long-term effects of surgery on your body sometimes, a lot of times, don't pay off. Dr. Letterman believes that 90% of his patients have avoided surgery thanks to stem cell therapy. Non-embryonic stem cells injected directly into whatever your area of pain is, your knee, your back, your ankle. It treats sports injuries, arthritis, tendonitis, stress fractures, damaged cartilage, joint pain, acute ligament and muscle injuries, and more. Call LK Orthopedics today. Dr. Letterman, Dr. Kordowitz, LK Orthopedics, 248-669-2000, on the web at lkorthopedics.com. Get better faster at LKO.
97.1 The Ticket.
This report brought to you by Kroger. Delays can be expected due to an accident on 94 eastbound after Merriman. It's blocking the left lane and shoulder. Metro Parkway westbound is closed at Gratiot Avenue due to a crash. Eastbound Metro Parkway at Groesbeck down to 2 lanes, and Groesbeck north and southbound closed at Metro Parkway. Also in West Bloomfield, Northwestern Highway at Orchard Lake Road, 14 Mile Road roundabout. There's another accident. Avoid that area. Earn 2 times the fuel points at Kroger Thursdays through Sundays. Just download your coupon on the app or at Kroger.com. Then shop Kroger and double your fuel points. Limited time only. Restrictions apply. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger. I'm Michelle Pena on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Wrangler Performance Series denim that's made to move with you. Try on a pair today. On the day when golfer Chris Kirk announced he was leaving the PGA Tour to seek treatment
wrote, that turning point, he claims, was the infamous 2003 interview with Susie Kolber of ESPN. When Namath blurted out he wanted to kiss her, I embarrassed my friends and family and could not escape that feeling, Namath said, declaring that I haven't had a drink since. According to the iconic quarterback, who turned 76 this month, any of us can be brought to our knees, whether from physical or emotional pain. And boy, is he right about that. Over the years, he added, I learned how fragile we humans can be. And that is spot on. I'm Boomer Esiason.